Hi everyone, this is Mindy Mizell. I'm in Haiti outside the gates of Mission of Hope Haiti with Otis Garrison, the Vice President of the organization. And today we're going to actually do a walking tour of the campus to show you a little bit about what this organization is all about out here. So Otis, before we get started, can you just tell me a little bit about the background behind the mission and what your focus, your mission is?
Yeah, the mission started in 1998, and our initial beginning was simply very spiritual as far as life transformation for all people. And today, the vision that has been set, we've seen it just grow into something pretty exciting from day one until now 15 years later.
This is Randa, and I know you are dealing with a lot of teams, volunteers who come in here every summer to help out with the organization. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes on?
Yeah, so this week we have 6 teams, so close to 178 people here that are just coming here to serve and really be the hands and feet here, helping with all the projects and programs that we have going on at Mission of Hope.
Many people coming in from all over North America. I know we partner with more than 700 churches here and quite a few volunteers. I know nearly 5,000 every summer. It's really impressive. So we've got some of them right behind us who have spent all day working. Tell us a little bit about what they did today.
Yeah, we had a lot of groups out painting houses this morning, and then we had a small group doing a VBS in one of our local villages as well.
Great, thanks for your help. Okay, our next stop is the Mission of Hope School that's here on campus. So Otis, I know there are quite a few students who have been doing the curriculum here on campus. Tell me a little bit about the building and the school.
Yeah, we started the school in 1998 with 230 some children. Today, over 3,000. Starts with preschool. That is the building behind us. There's about 200 preschoolers here every year. And this year, I know we'll have our 8th graduating high school class, and we'll have 130 graduates. So only about 2% of the kids that attend school in Haiti will ever graduate from high school. So we're excited about that.
Well, I know the mission really worked hard to put together much of the curriculum itself. Can you tell me what that contains?
Yeah, we have a Creole Christian-based curriculum that we're writing for the country of Haiti, and we're only up to the 2nd grade. Our goal is to get up through the 6th grade, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But the funding for that is a challenge, so it takes a lot of money to write a strong curriculum.
This is the organization's clinic, so tell us about the clinic and what we're doing here.
Yeah, the clinic gets started July of 2009, and actually funded by Hobby Lobby, and but we see day patients here, and then in a few months we're going to open a full hospital. They'll have surgical units, and we have a dental office, we have an eye clinic, and we have a prosthetic lab. So a lot of activity going on here every day.
My name is David Justin. Again, I'm working with Mission of Hope as a prosthetics technician. And I'm going to tell you, Mission of Hope opened this place here in March 2010, right after the earthquake. And since March 2010, we already do about 365 patients. And that 365 patients, we have about 27 of them is little kids from 1.5 to 8 years old. And that's something we have to give them a new one every 3 months. And that's exactly the main reason why Mission of Hope want to keep this prosthetics lab open for a long time, especially for little kids.
Now I want to show folks a little bit about this room and what you're doing here so that they get an idea. So what are you working on here?
Okay, what I'm doing exactly now is orthotics. That's because we do P and O. Prosthetics and orthotics. So what I'm doing now exactly is a part of orthotics. But this orthotics, what I'm going to make that one is for someone who have genu valgus. The genu valgus, what I'm going to do is going to be a correction. As soon as they use that, I mean the leg going to become straight up.
So let's continue back into the back room. Now when we last talked, you told me that about 90% of the patients who come through here are still patients who were really badly injured in the earthquake more than 3 years ago, but you still also get people who have been in accidents and other incidents. So this room here, can you just tell me what we're looking at?
Yeah, definitely. What I say, I mean, we have about 365 patients, 98% of them from the earthquake. The other 10% from the car accident or diabetes. And right now, we still receive from 3 to 8 patients every month. A new patient, and we're 365. I mean, when they came in, they come for a refit or adjustments.
Right now, we are in Mission of Hope's program called 3 Chords, meeting with Laura, who is in charge of the program. So can you tell us a little bit about what this program is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. 3 Chords is a social enterprise that was started here about 7 months after the earthquake in 2010. We employ 17 women and 2 men, and so we make Haitian handmade goods. Headbands, purses. Our main product is called a cord. It's a braided headband, and yeah.
I know many of the people who are employed here actually have disabilities. Can you explain some of the vision here?
Yeah, our vision is to reach out and employ the handicapped community here in Haiti. They're very much outcast, and it's really hard for them to get a job because they're seen as unable, they can't work, they can't provide for their families, and so our heart is to just provide employment for them. That's a safe place where they can come to work, which is the ministry aspect of what we're doing as well. So we have about 13 women who are amputees or caregivers to amputee children, and then 7 employees who are deaf.
We're now in an area of Haiti that has hundreds of temporary shelters. Otis, what are we looking at?
Yeah, behind us are several temporary houses that were put here following the earthquake. There were about 1.5 million people that were displaced out of Port-au-Prince following the earthquake, and we estimate about 500,000 came out this direction. And Samaritan's Purse actually did an incredible job coming out and building these temporary homes. The government of Haiti gave us 100 acres in this area, and we came in and started building permanent homes, which are much like these homes here. Most all the others are painted. This hasn't been painted yet, but it's a 3-room home, about 800 square feet, and now we have a program called Blue to Block. So all of these people that are living in the blue homes will have a cement home at some point. With every house, there's a piece of ground, about 45 by 90 piece of ground that they can grow a garden. And many of the people in this area are really doing an incredible job at growing gardens, so many of them growing their own food. We have a brand new church up on the hill that just finished, and hopefully this fall our plan is to have a brand new school up there as well, that the kids of this area will be able to get an education. So we're excited about what God's doing in this area of lives that are literally being transformed. What you're seeing behind me are many of the homes that have been built after the earthquake. There are several homes out through here, and in fact right below us are about 40 homes that have a deaf community in them, and we actually have a deaf interpretation within our church. We'll have deaf classes within the school when it's finished, and so we're pretty excited about that. But there's still a few unfinished homes out this direction, but they'll be finished soon. That'll be a total of around 700 homes when it's finished, and at that point we're not sure how much further we're going to go with this, but it's fun to see a family who has nothing being able to walk into a new home and now has a place to sleep and eat. And behind me is the new church building. So this was just finished about a month ago. We had an incredible church in Alabama that funded this, and now there's people meeting here on Sunday. And from what I understand, it's almost already full of people that are coming. So, and up on this hill will be our new school. And right now we have the plans and the funding for the most part to have this finished by fall. So you come back here by September, there'll be a brand new building right up through here with grades 1 or preschool through 6th grade going to school right there. Many of these kids have never been educated, so we're going to get to educate an entire new crop of young children that have been displaced here from Port-au-Prince. The area that we're on now is what we call our Bercy property. It's our second main campus that we're beginning to build. It's 55 acres that the government gave to us before the earthquake, and then following the earthquake, we were busy doing a lot of other things, and just in the last few months we were able to begin to build on this property. We have guest housing now that is behind me in the building. There are teams that are beginning to stay out here. This property is actually on the water, so it's a beachfront property. And as you turn around and look toward the water, all of the land that's there in front of you, there will be a training center, a pastor's training center is going to be built right there. We'll also do school teacher training. And this building, again, is one of the buildings that has been funded by Hobby Lobby out of Oklahoma City. So we're really excited. This building should be started any day now and be finished before the end of the year. And then as you go back up into the further on the property, we have a school of right now of around 300 children, and that number will double as we come into the fall, as we continue to build more school buildings. So again, it's the location where a lot of things are beginning to happen. We're going to build an assisted living house for older people, and we're also going to build a house for our orphans from the other campus. As they turn 18, they will come out here and begin life as an adult. And so There'll be other ministries and other activities that will be built here. We're building guest housing here too for other organizations that can come out, rent this, and use the training center as well. So just a lot of great things that are happening. It's, I have to tell you, it's just an amazing organization to be a part of. So.
Right now we are in a 32,000 square foot warehouse for the organization that houses much of the dried food that goes out on a daily basis. So this is Mr. Mark, he's the executive director for the organization. So how many meals really have you delivered more recently?
Okay, and we distributed 20 million meals from October 2012 and up to June now.
Wow, that is quite a bit of meals, and I know on a daily basis it's up to nearly 68,000 every single day going out of this building to schools, to orphanages, to churches all around Haiti. Can you tell me a little bit about the type of food that people are receiving and how badly is it needed right now?
The type of food we receive for feed and mustard and for the children, and sometimes rice and bean, and most of the time we receive some cooking oil also, but not very often. But this is what we receive, you know.
And I understand one of the reasons why the organization started doing this is that children were going to school and not able to concentrate because they were so hungry and so malnourished. What have you seen throughout the community, and is that still a need right now?
It's really a need for them, because some of the school, when they started, they can have, for example, 200 kids. But after 2-3 months, it's reducing like for 50 or 45 because they are hungry, they cannot go to school. But when Mission of Hope starting to feed them, and all the kids go back to school again, and summer school doesn't have space to taking care of more children because of the food program.
Thanks so much for talking with us.
You're welcome.
This is the garden. So Otis, tell us about the garden area.
Yeah, the garden area was started just under 2 years ago. This terrain is very rocky, and we started this just to show North Americans that you could really grow stuff within this rocky soil. And what we have around us, and of course not everybody can see everything we're seeing, but it's pretty amazing to see the growth of this every year, every month as it continues to grow and produce. So.
Part of the reason the organization started this too is not only to show North Americans, but to actually show Haitians that it's possible too, and to teach farming and how that needs to work. Can you explain that?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of the areas. Then we have another location where we're actually training farmers today up on the Central Plateau. Mission of Hope is a part of training over 4,000 farmers to bring farming back to the country and to produce better food.
So this is our last stop on the tour. This is the orphanage for the organization. Otis, tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, the orphanage today has 63 children, and we now have 3 or 4 children that have reached 18, and we're building a facility off the grounds for them. And so it's just one of our probably most fun ministries that we have, because of watching the babies grow from little bitty to now 18 years of age, graduating from high school and moving on in life. So.
And there's several kids who are in cribs right behind us sleeping here, and this is just such a great organization. We're glad we got to show you a little bit about it on our walking tour today. To get involved or to learn more about the organization and the work right here in Haiti, just go to the organization's website. It's mohhaiti.org.